Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Sultai Fight Rigging in Ranked Standard. This deck actually got significantly better with Phyrexia LB1 because now we have yet another 6-powered creature in the form of ARCHFIEND of the DROSS, a 4-mana 6/6 flyer. Its flying matters not only because it can block things like your opponent's blue Djinns or blue-white soldiers that are flying over the top, but also means your opponent can't block it, so it gets in for easy damage, whereas the Kraken and the Shakedown Heavy both have these kind of drawbacks where the opponent can tap it and take it out of combat for a turn, which is annoying, but the ARCHFIEND gets in all the time, every time. It also has this final line of text: whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. That ends up being relevant as well, even if they can chump block some of these things. If their creatures die, then they lose 2 life each time, which can help ping you over the finish line for the win. Got the Scrap Gorger in here as well. Some nice ramp on 2 to hit your numerous 4-drops on turn 3 as needed. Could play the Loam Speaker. I think Scrap Gorgers may be marginally better, but they're about the same. And also have the Adaptive here on 1. Not every game is going to be a fight rigging game, and some games are just Adaptive on 1, Beast Color on 2, Shakedown on 3, Swing for the fences. That is completely acceptable. We also have Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. This is probably the best home for her ever. A 3-mana 2/3. You can tap her to add 2 mana in any color combination, which helps with your mana base, because we do have some awkward color costs, like the double-pipped blue Kraken. But whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on her and untap it. So if you go Gwen at turn 3 and you have multiple of these expensive cards in hand or high-powered cards in hand, you can play one, untap the Gwenna, and then use the mana to cast the next one, which is pretty powerful. So this is a very nice home for her. We do have one Thrun in here. It is not a 6-powered creature, so it does not play immediately well with fight rigging, but given the amount of ramp we already have in the deck, 25 lands, 4 ramps in the 2-drop slot, 2 ramps in the 3-drop slot, I think it makes sense to play at least one Thrun. I would play more, but I'm not going to cut any of our 6-powered creatures, which are directly synergistic with fight rigging, and I don't think there's anything else I'd really cut, so just one makes the deck this time. Note there are no super sexy cards like Titan of Industry, Tyrannax Rex, or Zopandrel Hunger Dominus. These cards are awesome, and if you want the memes and you want the sweet finisher, you can throw these in here instead to try to hit all fight rigging, but I'd rather just keep my game plan super tight and consistent, play a lot of 4-drops with 25 lands, make it very easy to hit them on time, and if fight rigging does work and you get an extra ARCHFIEND or Kraken off it for free, like you're going to be heavily well positioned to win those games anyway. You don't need the massive finishers, even if they are very fun. So I'll leave that up to you. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. Opponent goes first. Otherwise, looking good here. Might just go Beast Caller on 2. Yep, we definitely will, now that we have that 4th land drop anyway. I'm not on mono blue thus far. Pretty nice artwork. Crystal Studded Waters. Okay, I think we do attempt the Beast Caller here. Scrap Gorger is big, though. If it resolves, they might not counter it. Then we can resolve things and make disappear a little bit easier. Let's actually try the Scrap Gorger here. Do they really want to burn their counterspell on it? They might not. Okay, they go for the Essence Scatter. That's okay. It's out of the way. We got plenty of land to go. Next turn, we can try to get the Adaptive down first. They slam the Djinn with no protection. And of course we draw the removal spell, because why wouldn't we? Otawar is the least relevant thing here. So we'll play you out, and we'll grasp you now for sure. Kill the Djinn on sight. And play out the Adaptive. Okay, 1 Djinn down, 3 to go. They'd only do that if they had a backup, you'd think. They thirst immediately, though, instead. Interesting. That means we get to resolve whatever we want this turn. It might just be the ARCHFIEND. Okay. So we actually don't have the land to play the ARCHFIEND, but I think what we do is we get Gwenna down this turn instead. I think that's pretty good. Then we have a lot of mana to double spell each turn. Yeah, I like that a lot. Here comes Gwenna. Throw the Adaptive, swing for 2. And it's not when a spell resolves. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, untap it. So we can try one, they can counter it, and then we can try again within the same turn. Fading Hope You. They don't like that plan. Fair enough. Consider now, though, they're having a really awkward start. Do they have the next land drop to hold the counterspell? They do. So they can counter one thing here. Presumably the Gwenna. So Gwenna would most likely get countered here. But not necessarily. We could still go for it. Or we could go for Beast Caller, hold to go for the throat. Maybe it's just get the Beast Caller down under Make Disappear. In which case it doesn't grow the Adaptive, so we can attack here first. Swing for 2. Play out the Beast Caller. Hold, go for the throat. Okay, they do have the Essence Scatter. As suspected. Alright, that's all for us. We hold, go for the throat. Question is, do we use it on their turn or our turn? Terror comes down for very cheap. Okay. Don't have the mana to get through the ward too. Another Terror. Okay, they have 2 mana open. Okay. We could try to get the Gwenna down now and take a lot of damage. I think that's best here. Eat 10 this turn, but then next turn double spell Archfiend Shakedown. Just have a lot of mana open to go for the throat as well. Other option is to get the Shakedown now and trade it off with the Terror. But I really want to get the Archfiend to resolve, because the Archfiend can actually block the Terror successfully. So try Gwenna, see if they have the next Essence Scatter. It resolves. Fading Hope would stink. That's all we got for this turn, though. No attacks end here. Okay. Consider first, sure. They are down to 2 cards in hand. They chose not to counter the Gwenna this time. 2 attackers, probably swing for 10. I think no blocks here, unless we want to chump with the adaptive. That is one option, but I think we eat 10. No blocks. Okay. Down to 8. Okay, they hold open all their mana here. We hit the next land drop. That's big because it plays through Make Disappear. Okay. I guess we want the Archfiend to resolve the most, don't we? So let's try to play that second. So we'll start with a Shakedown heavy. Yeah, I think we hope they counter, I think we hope they try to counter this with Essence Scatter. We really want the Archfiend to resolve. Okay. Shakedown resolves. I think we try again now. We have plenty of mana for Make Disappear. Okay. We still can't pay the ward 2. We can attack here if we want, and I think we do. Swing with the adaptive. I think we also swing with you. Okay. Opponent drops to 7. We got a big board. We have 1 Go for the Throat ready, but it's too expensive with ward 2 right now. And the Gwenna mana cannot be used to, can only be used for creature spells or activated abilities of creature cards. They thirst now. Okay. They need a lot to go right. They need 2 Fading Hopes right now, or a Phase Out. 2 attackers. My turn. All right, I think we get there then. That's okay. I mean, we can cast it for free off the Gwenna, basically, so we might as well. Blue, blue. Okay, untap. Grow the adaptive again. Go for the throat here. We have 2 mana to pay for the ward, but not for a Make Disappear. Wonder if Gwenna can be used. Is this an activated ability? Leave a comment. Can I use Gwenna to pay for this? I'm not actually sure. We're just going to try to use mana here, though. Or lands, rather. Spell Pierce countered. Okay. Okay, they only have 1 thing open. So they go block, block. They go block, block, bounce 1. Take 5. That's fine with us. Or if they have the March of Swirling Mist, maybe they just win. I don't know. They still need to get through the Kraken, though. Another Go for the throat. Untap the heavy. Okay. They still need to block at least 1 thing or bounce at least 1 thing. And we have the heavy to block on the way back now. Fading Hope. They have the 1 mana bounce spell. Okay. Lethal still presented. They have to block 1 of these. But they don't double block. They lose 2 life anyway. Whew! Nice! Working our way through Mono Blue. Feels good. On the play with a nice looking curve here. Very sweet. Coast on 1 to get our green. Get the adaptive down. Opponent has... Ooh. I don't know what sleeves those are. Epicure. It's like the mountain symbol, but kind of spooky black colored art. Alright. Grow the adaptive here. 1 more damage off the pain land. And swing for 2 on the play. Opponent drops to 18. I like this artwork, though. That's nice. Mountain's pretty cool, too. Okay, play with fire now. Beast Caller goes down. No counters to distribute. Opponent swings for 1 because they're not blocking anyway. Passes to us. Fight rigging is interesting. We don't have to do it this turn, though. Get our last fast land down. Maybe we do fight rigging this turn. Give them fewer chances to interact with the shakedown. I think I'm okay with that. Right, if we play the shakedown here, it can attack next turn, which is attractive. But if they do have lightning strike plus something else, they can clear it out. Whereas if they expend mana on their turn, we'll probably resolve it for free. So let's try fight rigging here instead. Okay, amazing. We'll take the Kraken. Make a 3/3. We don't actually have to attack against mono red. We could hold back here, which is interesting. Because we're about to drop some massive creatures, and so I actually think if we play the slow game, I think we'll be okay. They basically cannot deal with the Kraken, the 6/6. Cycle the blood token. Take the next draw. Land here. Lightning strike there. Okay, adaptive goes down, that's fine. The shakedown will survive on our turn, though. And Kumano as well. Okay, that's not the scariest turn. We dropped a 13. We hit the next Kraken anyway, okay. Alright, let's give it to him. Here comes a 6/6 Kraken. Trigger the fight rigging. Take the next Kraken. Mono red now has a 7/7 and a 6/6 to deal with. Okay, they hit their 4th land drop. Feldon comes down. I guess they're about to get a nice look here if they attack with Feldon. Epicure, okay. Let's see if they attack with the Feldon. Kraken triggers. Okay, they get to tap the Kraken here. Swing for 3. That's not ideal. These fish things cannot be blocked. But I think we take the chump and give them the 1 draw here. Trying to keep our life total nice and healthy. Okay, so we deal 1 point of damage. Let's see what they got. They get a playable. That's annoying. Okay, fish is gone. We hit an adaptive into a shakedown. We could also just pick off the Feldon here, which I think is important. I don't want to give him any draw power. We don't have lethal. We're close, though. Let's get rid of you. And we can play out the adaptive, and I think we attack with 1 Kraken. Sure, let's put you here. It's almost lethal. We should be fine, though. Opponent drops a 10. Flip the Kumano. Cycle the blood token. We're happy to chump with the adaptive if we need to. Scoop, yeah. Krakens are not so fun for mono red to deal with. On the play, Scrap Gorger into Kraken. Seems alright. Let's start with a fast land. Ooh, look at that. Okay. That's some good artwork. I'm down for that. Need green here. Play you out. And we'll try Scrap Gorger on 2 into Kraken on 3. Oh man, I love this artwork. I gotta get this. Tap land. Alright. Well, no counterspell for you. I like that. We'll get our last fast land down here. Get the Kraken online. Pretty hard to deal with Ward 2. Can't just be Infernal Grasp away this turn. 3rd land into Fable. Okay. Adaptive. We might just Otawara this token away this turn. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Bounce you. And play out the adaptive here. Then we get to swing in with the Kraken. They don't have the ability to tap it because they don't have a creature to tap. Alright, opponent down to 14. They get to draw, discard. They keep everything, always scary. Do nothing. Alright, so we anticipate more removal here. I think we go Adaptive Beast Caller. Before combat to, why does it want to do that? Don't do that. Oh, it wants to save the pain land damage? That's okay. Keep the Scrap Gorger around. Maybe there's something we want to steal out of the graveyard. Okay, grow both adaptives here. Alright. That's all we got. Opponent has some kind of removal. Go for the throat on the Kraken. Pay the ward too. Okay. And swing for 2. Don't need to tap the Scrap Gorge yet. We do run Takenuma in our own deck, so might want to get back our own Kraken, for example. Invoke Despair. Sure. Probably drop off the Scrap Gorger here. Yeah, I think so. We'll take Go for the Throat because we can. And I think that's the card we bin. We already have all the mana we need. Down to 14. Opponent draws 2. Let's see if we can top deck. Yeah, it's alright. Froze everyone a little bit. Hit him as hard as we can. Try to end the game. They don't trade. They drop to 5, and they get to copy something off the Kiki Jiki. Let's see if they can just go Blood Tithe Harvester, pick off both Beast Callers. Gix's Commands. Well, that'll do it. Okay, I'll give it 1 top deck here. I don't know. Is it worth playing? We get a Kraken, they have to remove it. I mean, we have a lot of things that are lethal without removal. But they're going to have 4 Invoke Despairs and 4 Go for the Throat type effects. They can chase and now draw more cards. Bankbuster draw more cards, so they have a lot of ways to hit answers. Maybe I'll give it 1 more draw, but I'm about ready to scoop. Bin 3. Thrun would have been very nice, for example. Indestructible. Yeah, we'll scoop there. All right. Good game. Not quite a winner that time. On the draw with an okay opening hand, I'd say. Selesnya. Okay, can start here on a forest. Not take any Painland damage off the Yavimaya coast. Selesnya what? Oh, Selesnya enchantments perhaps? Okay. Another Fight Rigging in hand. Get the fast land down. Get the Beast Caller down. Start growing the adaptive. Swing here for 2. Question is, do we start Fight Rigging next turn? Osiju comes down. Restoration of a Ganjo. Okay. They give us a second to breathe here. Fetch the land. Kraken coming up on 4. I think we do get Fight Rigging down this turn then. Okay, here it comes before combat. I think we'll just take the extra heavy here. Although Go for the Throat could be nice at some point. In terms of counters, I guess they most want to kill the Beast Caller, but the adaptive's easier to grow, so we'll put it here. Swing for 5. Okay, we get to Kraken next turn, and they almost certainly will not be able to interact with it, given the ward 2. They bin a circle. I guess they get it back here. Fine. Freebie, remove the Beast Caller. Fourth land into Hallowed Haunting. They have a slow but powerful start. The question is, do we give them time to pop off here or not? This is definitely a Kraken turn. And we get our Fight Rigging value. Okay. Trigger here. Yep. Shakedown online. Grow the adaptive. Alright, swing for 4 more. They take the chump. We have Go for the Throat to clear the way for nearly lethal. They flip the Aganjo. Naturalist, okay. Another restoration for cheap. Okay. Archfiend. I think we just get the next Fight Rigging down. See what else we can pull off the top. An Archfiend, sure. I think at least 1 on the heavy is okay. Question is, where does the other one go? The other one goes on the Kraken. Take the Archfiend. Okay. I think we're getting like this, and I think we are. We want to trade off as many resources as possible because we really want to keep the Hallowed Haunting count low. They give us the draw off the shakedown. Down to 8. Okay. Play out the land. We can go for the throat now. Does that matter? We can go for the naturalist to slow them down a little bit. That might be the play here. I think let's go for it. Opponent loses 2 life, down to 6. We got a fish. We got a goldfish to go the distance. Okay, they can always get back the naturalist here, I suppose. They do. They get the discount again. They play their own fight rigging. Okay, plot twist. Hideaway 5, can they get anything up to 7 this turn? They'd have to play a lot of enchantments. We still have a flyer via the Archfiend. Fight rigging again. Okay. Now they have flying. We just need to kill something to shut off the flyers, right? Okay. They can attack with vigilance into the Archfiend. That doesn't help, though. We don't hit removal. Still, we want to shut off the flyer. We want to shut off as many things as possible here. Okay. Here comes the next Archfiend. Grow you double fight rigging. If we put both here, we really want to trade off with as many resources as possible. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Everyone get in there, I think. We really want to shut off the flyers so the Archfiend can just get in there. Okay, chump. Trade. Chump. Okay. I think that's pretty good for us. A lot of the spirits go down. Oh, they're about to lose a lot of life here. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies. Oh, they forgot about that last line of text. Whew. That was a close one for sure. Opponent pulled out their own fight rigging. Good game. 2-lander on the play. I think we still keep it. It's very close to working. Start here. Beast Caller on 2. Mono red. Mono red Swift Spear to the face. Okay. We don't hit the next land, but double Beast Caller is okay if one of them survives. I think we'll try it here as opposed to holding Go for the Throat. See if it gets immediately stricken down. Nope, it's Kumano first. They could still have Play with Fire. Might just swing here for 2, though. Nope, Play with Fire as well. All right. Down to 14. We hit the 3rd land drop, which is huge. We're definitely going to deploy it here. And we just give him the 6/4 treatment, make him deal with it. Next creature comes in with a +1/+1 counter. Phoenix Chick, they have a flyer now. We have a flyer to block. Down to 13. Down to 11. They don't attack. We have Go for the Throat, though. I think we're holding back the Shakedown heavy. Because we need it to block, and we're going to pick off the Chick at instant speed with Go for the Throat this turn. That's all for now. Flip the Kumano. You can always attack all to shove through more damage. 2 attackers. It is everyone. So land Lightning Strike kills the heavy. Is it worth playing around that versus just Play with Fire? We could just block the Epicure here, for example. I think we go with that. Let's just block the Epicure, so they have to have Lightning Strike specifically. Play with Fire to the face. Okay. Alright, I think we still go for the Throat to Chick. 9. 1 to the bottom. Okay, let's get rid of the Chick now. Cycle the Blood Token. Drop off Mechanized Warfare. Well, it looks like the heavy will survive this turn. We're down to 5. We draw more removal. We can't really utilize it that effectively, though. At some point, we do have to turn the corner on them, but it's not just yet. I think it's a Beast Caller turn here. Still no attacks. We're at the mercy of 2 removal spells. Or 2 burn spells, rather. End the Festivities. Okay. End the Festivities again. Kill the Beast Caller. Trade here. Take 2. Drop to 1. Dead almost certainly. Dead via any number of ways, so we might as well play the Scrap Gorger here. Kumano, to the face. Okay, cool. That was cool. On the draw, 2 slow lands. I don't think this is it. I think it's a mulligan here. This is maybe a little bit better. We'll keep 6. The adaptive's only so-so, honestly, but at least lets us do something before turn 4. I think we put back the ARCHFIEND and try to use Shakedown with Fight Rigging. Secluded Courtyard. We hit another Fight Rigging. Well, we really hope the Shakedown survives. We're going to need it. But if it does, we can pop off a little bit. Soldiers, yeah, okay. So we might go Fight Rigging first to make sure the Shakedown Heavy survives the Brutal Cathar turn. Opponent does nothing here. Do we want to trade off an adaptive with a pair of 1/1s? I think the answer is no. Just drop Takanuma here. I don't think we need to attack. I think I'd rather keep it a couple more turns. Okay, here come the 1/1s. And let's see if they pump squad this coming turn. 3rd land immediately. Okay, opponent knows what's up. Swing here first. I think we're keeping the adaptive and taking 2. It's a little bit scary against soldiers, but I think it's okay. Play out the Sky Strike Officer. Alright, so here's the critical question. Do we play the heavy now and risk the blowout with Brutal Cathar because we are under pressure? Or do we play the Fight Rigging and guarantee we get the heavy next turn? I think we go for Fight Rigging here. I mean, in theory, the 2/2 adaptive can hold back the 1/1s. Yeah, we'll take the next heavy, I think. Yep. And no attacks. Try to hold back the pair of 1/1s. And we'll see. Turn 4. What do you got? It's a veteran. Okay, pump the entire team. We could trade the adaptive, but next turn it gets even bigger. I think we eat all this damage, sadly. Okay. Eat 7, down to 10, halfway there. And this is our big turn. This is our chance to come back into the game. 2 mana left, they do nothing. They could flash in yet another pair of 2/2s off the reinforcements. But we get the Shakedown. We grow the adaptive to a 3/3, which does matter. We still have to deal with a 3/4 flyer, so we really need to hit an ARCHFIEND soon. Or we're at the mercy of the Sky Strike Officer. Okay, Fight Rigging on the heavy. We get the backup heavy. Too bad it doesn't have flying. Yep, take you. Alright. And we're on the defensive against the flyer. It's really not a good position to be in. I don't think we can attack here. They don't flash in anything, though. They held priority for a long time and chose to do nothing, which is kind of interesting. Oh! Okay. Well, that's game. Yeah, we tried our best. I think I'm happy with the line we took. I think, you know, waiting to play the Shakedown to make sure it survived the Brutal Cathar. I think we had time to do that. But that could not have happened. That was not an option, so I think we'll call it there. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.